At last, I can continue my goal of illustrating the Harry Potter books. All of the books, one illustration per chapter. I am still on the first book, chapter 3. This is the thumbnail that I came up with in one of my previous sketchbooks. I'm at the part where Uncle Vernon takes Harry and his family to the cabin in the middle of the sea to avoid the letters they keep getting. How beautiful is this edition! I wish I could ink like this. I made the drawing with pencil on mixed media paper. This will be just a landscape illustration. I am using the egg tempera from Sennelier. And I am starting by establishing the main lighting in the illustration. Then I can start adding more opaque colors. I also start working on the water. I am trying to get that foam and water effect by leaving some of the areas in white. I am also adding vegetation to the rocks. That way it won't just be a boring grey color. The sky and the overall environment will be dark and stormy, as described in the chapter. So, now I have also added the basic hue to the cabin. And I am progressively rendering it with more opaque paint. I am also adding a bit of hue variation on it. Some yellows and reds, and a few highlights, of course. So bit by bit, I am trying to make the left side darker. In my illustration, the light is coming from the right side. I'm also darkening the smaller details such as the windows and doors. And I am using the same dark blue as in the sky. That way it ties it all together. If I don't mention it's a Harry Potter illustration, I don't think anyone would have noticed. It's just a rundown cabin in the middle of the sea. There's nothing specifically Potterish, but since I'm illustrating the entire book, they can't all be character illustrations, you know? If you notice in the sky and the rocks, I tried making it seem like it was raining by adding fast dashes of color diagonally. But I don't think it worked out too well, so I end up painting over most of them in the end. I just thought it was too much. Oh, I added a glaze over the left side of the cabin just to bring the colors of the shadows together. It seemed to me like the colors were too warm on that side. I did some more painting off camera. You can see the rocks are more rendered here. Also, there's waves hitting the rocks now. I tried leaving the white from the paper as much as I could, but I also used a lot of white egg tempera paint to model some of the foam hitting the rocks. The water also has some hue variation. There's blues, greens, and some brown in there. I'm working on modeling the rocks. Just adding some small vegetation details. And extending a bit the shape of the water. I thought there was too much white at the bottom of the illustration. And I'm adding some texture details to the rocks with the movement of the brush. And a few more foam details as well. Just trying to model the water going through some of the rocks. And this is the final look of the painting. I'm liking a lot the textures and the small details of the piece. Although I think maybe I should have done the rocks with more jagged edges. They seem a bit round to me. But I will keep that in mind for the next time I am painting rocks on a stormy sea landscape.